Coach, heading into this month of February, you got 4 home, 4 away games, and 5 opportunities for quad 1 wins. What's the message to the team in the crucial month for your NCAA tournament odds?
Win. Got to win games. Got to win quad 1 games. So this is the best time of the year for us to play well. And yesterday was the first time in a while that we've had a full complement of players. Matt Cleveland practiced and practiced well, so hopefully we'll play well tomorrow.
Jim, what have you seen from the Virginia Tech team just on film, or what do you expect from them?
Well, first of all, I think Mike Young is a terrific coach. When he was at Wofford, I was always impressed with him. Our games with them have always been one-possession games. What they do offensively, they run a lot of set plays with options. So your players have to really have patience defensively while being aggressive. Sometimes you're aggressive, but it only lasts for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. In this case, if they don't get the shot they want in the first 15 seconds, they'll use the clock and maybe get a shot with 5 or 6 seconds left on the shot clock. So your defense has to be resilient. You got to cover a lot of different actions. And then from a defensive standpoint, they basically play what everybody has referred to now as the pack, which is man-to-man, and they pack it in and make it very difficult on you to get in the paint.
Coach, last time you faced Virginia Tech, they were without one of their players in Hunter Couture. What have you seen from him now that he's returned from injury, and how you look to go?
He's a 5th-year senior. He's an excellent player, a great shooter, very good defender. He's a real key contributor for them. We were fortunate that he didn't play in the first game, but Sean Padula made up for it by having a career-high game. So these games are always very hard fought and very closely contested.
Hey Jim, you've been around the block just once or twice. Do you have a sense yet? I guess you got consistency last time. You just get your team back in practice together. Do you have a sense yet? Because you guys haven't won more than 2 games in a row since ACC started. Is this a team that can get that 3, 4, maybe even 5 game winning streak that you're going to need together?
Well, we won't know that until we play the games. Quite frankly, we've been injured. And so it's hard to get a good rhythm to your offense and really prepare properly for your defense. You have guys playing out of position. We've had to change the starting lineup several times. And with that, we still feel like we've got a very good team that can put together a winning streak. But in this league, everybody's good. You can play very, very well and still lose.
Jim, just the addition of Matt back into your lineup, specifically offensively, what does it give you? Obviously, second leading scorer, but just in general.
Matt gives us another dimension offensively. First of all, he's very good in the open court. If he gets a rebound, he's very good at pushing it in the open court and creating opportunities for himself and others. He's also a versatile defender, where he can guard bigger guys, or he can switch on to a smaller guard. And he's been doing that very successfully when he's been healthy. So hopefully he can stay healthy through the month of February and March.
Coach, I know you talked about Paul in one of your previous press conferences and just how proud you were to be able to see him to get out there, especially with the work ethics he's put in. He's had 2 positive plus-minus performances. What do you have to say so far about the freshman?
Well, first, let me ask you, did he come in here and talk to the media?
He's coming next.
Oh, he's coming next.
Yeah.
Okay, so Coach DJ Irving told Paul that he needed to be on the court at 2 o'clock for the scout team. And he said, sorry, Coach, I have to do a press conference. So that's kind of unique for him. He's going to meet with the media and talk. But I think he's enjoying the opportunity that he's been given now, and he's really taken advantage of it. He's playing well. He's playing very, very hard. And I think the guys appreciate the effort he's providing, the energy he's providing.
With that, we've not seen AJ Casey out there in Christian Watson's minutes. Just what would you see? What do you want to see from them? Practices, or just to be back into the rotation?
Well, I thought Christian Watson and AJ Casey actually had their best practice yesterday. They both shot the ball very well, played very, very hard, and hopefully our bench can come through for us, because I think that's really been an area that we've really sought some help from. And it seems like every time I look at a box score, the opponent's bench is outscoring our bench, the opponent's bench is out rebounding our bench and out assisting. And so I'd like to see us even that competition out.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'll ask one more. With the bench, not just production, but maybe minutes, would that kind of help your starters so they're not going 20 minutes in the second half? Is that also part of what you're talking about?
Yeah, well, that's the challenge. When you put your subs in, they've got to battle at least even for you to take the chance on putting them in the second half. So when they get in the first half, if we're hanging in there, then that's good. Then I can use them in the second half. But if we fall behind, then it's really up to the starters to help us catch up and then pull ahead.
Nigel, just what have you guys seen in the past from Virginia Tech, and what do you expect from them tomorrow?
Well, we always had great battles with them, at least as long as I've been here for, and I've seen some before that as well. So it's always been, a close game with them. They have really good guard play, especially at the 1 and 2 with those two guards, and they're a really talented team, coached really well. We know we're going to have to be really disciplined on defense. We know we're going to have to play really, really hard. They're in the same position as us, trying to pick up some wins and get a good start to the month of February. So it's going to be really feisty game for us, and we're going to come out ready to play.
And you guys have gotten a lot of contributions from the freshmen on the court this year. Just what have you seen from them? How have they kind of developed as the season's gone on?
Yeah, we knew we were going to need a big help from them from the beginning of the year, and seeing the guys develop since when we first came in the summer to what they're doing for us now is it's just watching their improvement has been great for us, and it continues for them to improve. Especially as we get deeper into the season towards the ACC tournament, things like that.
And third, to keep dominating the press conference with Paul, just what have you seen from you guys, from the group of freshmen, as you guys have grown during the season?
I feel like we've learned a lot from the veterans. We're just trying to listen to the older players and do what the coach asks us to do, and just play hard and play defense for them.
Yeah, so Paul, in the last 2 games you've had the team high in plus minus. When you go out there in the court, now getting your start in this rotation, what's been your mindset in order to contribute to winning basketball?
I always want to stay ready, because you never know when your name was going to be called. But when I go out there, I just try to play hard, get my teammates open shots, and just try to contribute to the team's plan to win games, play hard, play defense, rebound the ball.
And Nigel, in your last 6 games, you've been tied for the team leading and scoring, a really hot second half against NC State. Has there been a change in confidence or kind of change in mindset in these last 6 games? Have you been picking up steam?
Just trying to do whatever it takes for us to win. We were playing some really tough teams, and where it came down to having to score the ball, or coach calling the play, and just reading what the defense gives me. Just being aggressive at all times. Trying, whether it's getting my teammates involved or me getting up a shot, but no matter what, I just try to stay aggressive.
Nigel, you touched on going into February here. Can you talk about maybe where you think this team is right now, and essentially what needs to happen for you guys to get to where you want to get the second half here at league schedule?
Yeah, I just think we need to put together a string of wins. Honestly, we've done in a couple games, 2 games here, a game here, but I just feel like we just need to go on that hot streak, winning some games on the road, especially is when it's tough. We seem to play really well at home, but we need to put those together, at home and away, especially in this month of February. Coach put that emphasis for us, especially in practice yesterday. The thought of the day was, let's have a great February, and that's kind of our mindset as a team, to continue to play hard. And we got some tough games coming up, but if we play hard and play together, I think we can have a great February.
What'd you make of the game against NC State? Offensively, the way you guys shot it, the way you played, just looking back on it, just your thoughts on it?
We just got to be better. We had plenty of opportunities. I forgot how many layups they said we missed where we were around the basket, and we just missed them. And we just got to be better as a team. Especially the older guys. We take responsibility for that. There's no excuses for how we didn't finish around the rim. We just got to continue to be better. We watched film on it, we got better, and it's a new month, so we got to put those games behind us and come in ready to play against Virginia Tech on Saturday.
Not just with what you guys did last year, the tournament run, but you have a lot of guys. I know you touched on freshmen, but you have a lot of guys that have played a lot of basketball. How much can you glean on that experience, moving forward, as you mentioned, trying to get a string of wins here?
Yeah, definitely can lean on that experience, but then again, you can't, lean on it too much where, we have, too much, pressure on our shoulders, too much on our mind. and not going out and playing freely. And I feel like that's when we're at our best, when guys are just out there playing freely, no stress on their minds and things like that. And I feel like that's when we're at our best basketball. We put too much pressure on ourselves with what we did last year or the year before that. Kind of makes us tight, and we're not able to play as best as we can.
One more?
Yeah, I'll ask one more. With that, you're playing at home, obviously playing at home. How much can that help you to play freely? And then also the guards that Virginia Tech has. You guys saw them last year. You've seen them a lot. The challenge of facing those guys. If you could speak on those two things.
Yeah, I mean, playing at home is always the best for us. We practice here all the time. This is the place we picked, and it gives us a lot of confidence to have our fans behind us as well. Giving us energy and things like that. So it's always really fun to play at home with the crowd behind you. And we know you have two great guards on their team coming in. They've had a really good game, especially when we're at Virginia Tech. He played really well. Padula did as well. Padula played really well, and Couture is now back. He didn't play against us last time, so you know how big of a threat they are, especially on the floor together. They're a really good duo. We know, they're the head of the snake for that team, and we got to really lock in on those guys, and try to take them out of the rhythm, take them out of the game. How well coached they are as well. So just doing our best to stop them as many times as we can, and come out with the victory.